Hey guys. Let me reassure you that this is real life. You are living in the real world. It is 9:06 a.m. on November 24th, 2024. Just to remind you that you are living in the real world. Because we're gonna get to something in here. Not just yet. We still got to read through it. But we're gonna get to something, and it's gonna show just how truly weak society has become. How how much they've become limp-wristed pussies. Um, what they deem as extremism and stuff like that. So again, we are in the real world. We are in the real world. So when you see it, you're gonna think this can't be real. I assure you, this is the real world. Anyway, after ADL accuses Steam of being rife with extremism and anti-Semitism, U.S. Senator demands Valve take action or face more intense scrutiny from the federal government. Got the G-Man. The G-Man from Half-Life. For people who don't know who the G-Man is. Um, After a new report accused Steam of being a breeding ground for extremism, a U.S. senator has threatened to hit Valve with government action if they do not immediately work to remove hateful content from their online storefront. Half-Life 2 20th. Wow, it's really been 20 years? Wow. 20 years. Same thing with World of Warcraft. They both came out 2004. That's insane, man. I'm freaking old. I'm old. The ADL assembled by the ADL entitled Steam Powered Hate, top gaming site rife with extremism and anti-Semitism. The report in question was assembled by the organizer Center on Extremism, who supposedly analyzed 450 plus million profiles and 152 plus million profile and group avatar images and 610 plus million comments on user profiles and groups on Steam. In doing so, the ADL claimed to have found millions of examples of extremist imagery and text in each of these areas, which, though it sounds like a lot, should be noted it is only a minuscule percentage of Steam's overall content. Um, for example, the ADL stated that the platform hosted 1.83 million unique pieces of extremist or hateful content, which boils down to just 0.15% of all the content in the Steam community. Further, they found that 1.5 million unique users, or less than 0.33% of profiles, used at least one potentially extremist or hateful symbol, copy pasta, or keyword on the platform. With the organization defining a copy pasta as blocks of text that are copied and pasted to form images or long form writing. Oh god. I'm going to cover that up so it comes as a surprise. Of course, you can see it right there. The report also noted that roughly 1.818 million comments contained unique instances of potentially extremist and hateful copy pastas, amounting to less than 0.2% of the comments across the platform, and that 127,758 avatars contained extremist or hateful symbols, accounting for less than 0.545% of all such images. Top extremist or hateful symbols on Steam. You ready for this? Pepe. Pepe the Frog is the number one. I mean, it exceeds a swastika. Look at this. This is how soft people have become. That a freaking frog, a drawn frog, is now considered to be the most extreme form of hatred and extremism. The right Sadler, eagle, Nazi eagle. But look at this for SWAT. This is what people think of when they think of extremism and Nazism and racism or whatever. The swastika, 90,000. Nothing compared to Pepe. Nothing, almost 600,000. That's insane. Are people this soft now that they find a freaking badly drawn cartoon frog as an extreme symbol of hate? Like, this is the. That's why I said we're living in the real world. We are living in the real world. The ADL breaks down extremist and hateful symbols found on Steam from Steam and Steam-powered hate, top gaming site rife with extremism and anti-Semitism. In explaining their methodology, the ADL explains that they use their hate vision AI to analyze the above data in search of specific hate symbols, keywords, and copy pastas. Though touted as being able to execute its task with high precision, the organization admits that it's in the appendices that the AI not only struggles with complex symbols and caricatures, but also lacks facial recognition capabilities, meaning their findings do not represent the entirety of the hateful content on the platform. Notably, the ADL's report treats all instances of hate symbols, regardless of users' past ironic intent, as being an endorsement of. This is what I mean. These people are too fucking soft. I mean, you see this stuff and you can see like, okay, well that's clearly like a extremist kind of thing. But Pepe the Frog? Really? Even so, out of 900, almost a million extremist images analyzed, reports assert that the most common was Pepe the Frog, who they considered a hate symbol, albeit one that depends on context at 54.6, with swastikas placing second by a wide margin at 9.1. Though the ADL admits that a normal-looking sad Pepe was used as one of the AI's. Well, that explains everything. For images training images, their report affirms that because of the symbols included in this analysis are also used in non-extremist contexts or are visually similar to non-extremist symbols, we sought to prevent false positives by training only on extremist instances of these symbols. Turning their criticism to Steam's lack of action in removing the hateful content. People do realize it's freedom of speech, right? I mean, you may not like it, but unless these people are going out and directly threatening you, they have the right to say whatever they want. I mean, at least in the United States. I don't know if free speech laws in other countries, but here in the United States, unless you're calling for direct violence, you're able to say and do whatever you want. Get over it, ADL. Just get over it. I understand you want to, like, stop that kind of free speech and just start punishing all those who speak out against certain things, but that's not how we do it. Unless these people get violent and start making threats, they have free speech. They can say whatever they want, despite whether or not you like it or not. They may be the most hateful, the most disgusting things you can hear, but they're entitled to their speech. Now, once they start saying, oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, then you can take it as extremism. But unfortunately, calling people slurs or whatever, it's protected under free speech. Get over it. I may not like it. You may not like it, but I also accept the power of free speech and that people can say what they want. It's only when they start doing things that it becomes a problem. So maybe grow a fucking backbone and grow a pair of balls, because everyone at the ADL seems to be just little limp-wristed wussies. Oh my god, they say mean things. Oh my god, Pepe the Frog. Oh god. I'm having nightmares. We're being literally genocided by Pepe the Frog. While Steam appears to be technically capable of moderating extremist and hateful content on this platform, the spread of extremist content on the platform is due in part uh, to Valve's highly permissive approach to content policy. Like, who looks at this and be like, oh my god? In rare notable cases, Steam has selectively removed extremist content largely based around extremist groups publicized in reporting or in response to government pressure. Um, citing Kotaku 2018 Kotaku report. However, this has been largely ad hoc, with Valve failing to systematically address the issue of extremism and hate on the platform. Everything's just riddled with extremism. Twitter, Facebook, and it's not really extremism. It's just people tired of being censored. You know, it's people are just tired of it. You have a group of people like them who can go out and call, white people this and whatever that, but you say something against a group of people that they will protect, it's like, oh god, that's hate speech. That is literal genocide. If it's free speech for you, we get free speech as well. You can't go out there and start speaking ill of certain groups of people, but then complain when other groups of people do the very same thing. You can't do it. It doesn't work like that. Grow a fucking pair, you fucking pussies. Threaten or other discrimination, bigotry, hatred. But their comments. The ADL is a hate group. I really don't understand the value of waiting until January before changing power to the election winner. They're lashing out as they continue to lose in the public square. They have nothing but endless pearls to attempt to clutch to wield power. It's backfiring big time. The senator should face some scrutiny himself. Guarantee he's been taking bribes or donations, or whatever he wants to call them from certain groups. Uh, do what we want or else. What a deplorable halfwit. Yeah. ADL. Could you imagine a world without us and our constant censorship nagging? The American Defamation League is rear hurt over Pepe again. Yeah. Yawn. ADL is a joke, much like the SPLC. They've become a hate group themselves. The master is outspoken. Yeah, I mean, will people finally realize that the group is evil? Yeah, everyone has the same consensus about it. It's just this group. Again, they'll come out and bash white people, they'll bash certain groups of people, but then you say something about, someone that they supposedly protect, and then it's like, oh my god, we're literally being genocided. You people need to stop because that's extremism. Sorry, you get your free speech, so we get ours. The only time it changes is when you start acting on it. That shit we don't condone. Okay, but at least in America, you can say what you want, no matter how hurtful it may be. Is it, you know, is some of that stuff nice? Of course not. But to start censoring people when they're protected for free speech, just because, oh God, it hurts our feelings. I'd rather have hurt feelings than some other things that might happen, especially if you start censoring them. And those people might, lash out in physical ways. So I'm just saying, maybe you should just buck up and be a man and just accept that there are mean people and they're going to say mean things online. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? What do any of us know? These people know best, right? These people who are so terrified of Pepe the Frog, they know best. They know the best. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.